Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Now it's Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll throw on first down with Marino. That's going to be caught by Moss. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Marino. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Taysom Hill there to make the grab. And the Pats on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Craig. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a carry for Blunt. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Marino will throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Dan Marino with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Patriots lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Craig, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jameis to throw it. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. They just do get the play off. Now Winston going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 3 touchdown passes now for Dan Marino. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On second down, it's Craig. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Winston. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Willie McGinnis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out. It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now. They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they? Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one. Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal
trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
3rd and goal, Marino. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Dan Marino. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it is 28-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Things just kind of continuing to unravel for him here in this second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way.
That is caught by Moss for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll keep it on the ground. Craig. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Winston. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll try the left side. It's Craig. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 14 yards. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Marino. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. This is Perry. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Winston now. This one caught by Kittle. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 4th down, Winston. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. A short kick taken at the 18. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action. Here's Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the run, it's Peyton. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pete Werner gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. They go play action with Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And what a big-time play there.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Now left side on the swing pass. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. It's Craig, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. Winston. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Taken at the goal line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
First down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. A huge play there for Arizona. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, it's Murray. Out to his left. Henry's got it, out on the left side. And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Odell Beckham taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kamara now to return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, it's Craig. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
They'll run on first down. Craig. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down now, it's Craig. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And another drive starts with them huddling in their end zone, Charlie. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Winston.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. A final shot before half from Murray. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Prater's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Craig. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, Craig. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
62 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They'll run on first down. It's Craig, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8 coming up. Winston to give. It's Kamara.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On first down, it's Craig. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Craig. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He completes it to Jones. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run it here with Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer Junior Seau. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On 2nd down now. It's Craig. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Here's Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Winston to throw for it on 4th.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down. And after that, the air just went right out of the balloon. And you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou.
started.